Everyone, welcome back to more Fire Emblem the Blazing Blades. Last time we finished up Lynn's story, so now we can finally get in get into the game in seriousness with Eliwood's story. And I'm excited to see how his story plays out, considering Lynn's story was pretty alright. Like it was okay plot wise. Nothing too fancy, nothing too bad either. It was just decent the story. But now the game will finally no longer hold my hand, so now I'll be able to actually make whatever mistakes I want to do, or happen to make. You know what I'm trying to say. So let's get in on it with starting Eliwood's story. 1 year later. Right, interesting. Takes place 1 year later. Once dragon fought man in a war called the Scouring. Mankind vanquished the dragons thanks to the efforts of 8 heroes. These 8 mighty generals brought peace to Eliwood. The continent was divided into nations and the people enjoyed an easy prosperity. The hero Harmut settled in the east and founded Bern, famed for its military might. Saint Elamine moved west and her sacred name flourished among the artisans of Uturia, or Erturia. The horseman Hanan's legacy lived on with nomads of his beloved plains of Sakai. Birthplace of the Knight Barigan is now home to the renowned Knight of Ilia. The Berserker Durban's final glory was to create a warrior's clan in the Western Isles. Archsage Athos is said to have retired to the barren wastelands of Nabata. The heirs of the champion Roland themselves became the Lord of the Lycan League. Elib has enjoyed a peace that spans 980 years. How much longer can this peace stand before its foundation begins to crumble? Deep within the Lycan League lies Fire, a land that has known no conflict. For many generations, but which now finds itself touched by a shadow of unease. Its beloved and benevolent ruler, Lord Elbert, has mysteriously vanished, as have a number of his sworn men, loyal knights who serve at his side. A month has passed without word from the Marquess. Rumor of his death abound. However, the man Marquess's son believes his father is alive, and he has vowed to find him. Marquess Ferre's son, Eliwood, a red-haired youth who will one day become the finest knight in all of Lyca. His long journey begins here. Chapter 11, Taking Leave. Lord Eliwood, we leave on your word. I see. Thank you, Marcus. Mother, it is time for us to go. Eliwood, promise that you will return to me safely. I am worried about your father, but if anything were to happen to you, my heart could not bear that sorrow. I know, Mother. Please do not worry. Father is alive. I know it. I vowed that I would find him and return him to your side. I have your word, then. Yes, of course. Isadora, I trust my mother to you in my absence. Yes, my lord, I will guard over her well. Mother, I will return. Rest easy. Well, Marcus, it looks like it's just the two of us. Not so, my lord. My man Lowen will be traveling with us. Lowen? That's reassuring. I've sent him ahead to the village. He hopes to seek out a few able men who are skilled at arms. Normally, I wouldn't venture forth without a larger company, but I bow to your will on this matter, Lord Eliwood. I'm sorry, Marcus, but I would rather not deprive my mother of, of even a single guard. The best knights in the realm disappeared with my father. If anything were to happen to my mother while I'm gone, I understand, my lord. What's keeping Lowen? We've all heard that the Knights of Fury have vanished, right? Well, your misfortune's my good luck. I have an announcement to make. As of now, this village is mine. Grosny is your new liege. Now bring every last piece of gold down to the smallest flap. Lord Eliwood, Commander Marcus, Lowen, calm yourself. Uh, what what's that hairdo that Lowen has? I mean, that reminds me of the one character from Blue Lock, that hairdo. I mean, it makes sense for the show, for the anime Blue Lock, for a character to have that hairdo, but I would people really have that type of hairdo in like a fantasy medieval world like Fire Emblem? It just doesn't feel right for the environment, you know. Lowen's hairdo feels wrong. It doesn't even fit his face. It feels like the hairdo was meant for a different character, but they lost the face model and they just put a generic man's face and thought that would go together with that hairdo. And Lowen really needs to get a better haircut. A knight must be in control at all times. The village is under attack. It's bandits. What bandits? Here? Are you sure, Lowen? This girl has more details. My lord Eliwood, I'm the daughter of the village magistrate. My name's Rebecca. The bandits came without warning. They're stealing everything. I beg you, please help us. I see. Marcus, Lowen, we must aid the village. Yes, my lord. Rebecca, stay here and keep out of sight. If it please you, my lord, I would rather fight. I hunt almost every day, and I have some skills with a bow. Is that so? Very well, but be careful. Yes, my lord. Lord Eliwood, one more thing. There's another in the village who has offered to help. A traveling tactician who was staying at the inn. A tactician? Yes, my lord, this is Yuki. Yuki. Do you know this person, my lord? Yes, I met Yuki during the trouble in Kalen last year. A fantastic military advisor, if memory serves. If not for Yuki, the Marquess of Kalen and his granddaughter, Lin, might not have survived Lundgren's uprising. What brings you to Fire, my friend? Ha, still traveling about honing your skills? Of course. A worthy pursuit. Let's give thanks to Providence for our chance for reunion. We have need of your aid. Please lend us your skill. Okay. Begin to start off the map, and I have to say, after playing a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes, it feels weird to see Eliwood not on a horse. Since in that game, they just love putting Eliwood on a horse. So it feels weird to not see Eliwood on a horse. Also, I've heard from other people that apparently Rebecca is one of the only archers that are good in the GBA games, so I'll have to find out if Rebecca lives up to reputation or not. Alright, pretty decent basis. 4 strength, 5 skill, 6 speed, 3 defense, 1 resistance. Yeah, pretty alright. Lowen. Alright, not the best of stats, but not the worst either. Ah, I see. Marcus is the Seth of this game. I understand. So I'm gonna use him to bail me out. Right, Eliwood's bases are not that great, but they're manageable. I mean, heck, his strength is already better than Lynn, and I got Lynn to what, almost 9 or something like that, so it's already looking to a good start with his attack stat. Right, Eliwood. Strike with your rapier. And you seriously can't double this bandit? Hold on then. Rebecca, poke a hole at him. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that would probably help. Alright, good job, Rebecca. Let's see. He still lives. Lowen can... Oh, you already started a javelin. That's interesting. Lowen starts a javelin. That's pretty broken. I'm not gonna use the javelin because it's an axe unit, but that's interesting. He starts off with a javelin. Alright, now you can clearly tell the battle sprites are not all custom made, because the fact you could see Lowen's eyes in combat means it's just a generic model, not Lowen, because you should not be able to see his eyes. But yet you can. But you stand over here. What items do you have? A steel sword and a steel lance. Wait. Why is the sword and lance not capitalized? What? Why is that a small L and why is that a small S? Shouldn't it be steel capital S sword and steel capital L lance? Because it's the name of the weapon. It's a steel sword. That's the name of the weapon. It's not just a description. What? That was weird. Why did they write it that way? Look, Dorcas, can you believe it? It's just like that knight said. That's Lord Eliwood. So it seems. What's he doing? Hey, he's taking on those bandits. Protecting innocents? That's a right lordy thing to do, isn't it? Right, Dorcas? You talk too much. The lordly needs our help. Right. Leave these mountain weaklings to me. I'm Bartray the Brave. You know, seeing Bartray without a mustache is weird. But I guess that's because Fire Emblem Heroes keeps insisting on using an older Bartray whenever they feature him instead of using his young self. I think that's why I have an issue with seeing Bartray without a mustache. Hey, level 5. I think he actually kept his level from when I used him. Yeah, because Bartray's level 2. Yeah, so Dorcas definitely carried over his level up. So that's good. Alright, Bartray. Okay, you cannot kill this archer. I guess that would be Dorcas' job. Or not? Not even Dorcas, really? Really, none of you guys can double that archer? Oh, 3 speed. Never mind, that explains it. He has no speed stat, Bartray. Yeah, and Dorcas is 1 speed point away from being able to double. Doesn't help that he's losing 1 speed point because of Khan, but he literally is 1 speed point too slow anyway. I guess I could set up this kill for Rebecca then. Granted, he hits. Good job, Dorcas, you hit. Now, Rebecca. Yeah, attack from the trees, that'll be better. Pew! There you go, Rebecca. Alright, Bartray, can you punch a hole in this guy? Kinda, sorta. Maybe you shouldn't do it. Lowen, you do it instead. Yeah, poke a hole at him. Nice, nice. Eliwood? Really? You did 9 damage? Well, Bartray, it became your kill. If you would have missed, that would have become Marcus. It would have been his kill if you missed there, Bartray. So good for you, I suppose. Stand there, Eliwood, so you don't get the enemy on the tree tile. Alright, I've learned that these guys are very bulky for some reason. Oh, it was just that one guy. Weird. Anywho. Oh, Bartray can't reach? Alright then. I was gonna say I gotta let Bartray do it, but he couldn't even reach, so... Lowen, if you could be so kind. Alright, I blame his hairdo for him not being able to dodge stuff, Lowen. If he had fixed his hair, he probably would have seen attacks coming. Oh, I like that critical animation, if I'm being honest. I like it. Rebecca, you stand on the tree tile. Marcus? What's with this vendors about? Oh, it only has vulneraries? Never mind then. Just wait on this turn then. Wait, I can go back in here? Why? They just came from there. Why can I? Okay. Is Lord Albert well? We've heard nothing but foul rumors hereabouts. All of Fiere is worried for his well-being. We're told that Lord Eliwood is going to find their Marquess. This dragon shield is our village's treasure. It boosts the defenses of the one who uses it. Take it, please, and may it see you and Lord Albert home safely. Okay, that's pretty good. It's for a stat item. Well, Marcus is not gonna have a problem because he's the Seth of this playthrough. Watch out, Rebecca! Hey, good job. You did that. You actually dodged it, Rebecca. Eliwood? Good. I was hoping for a critical from Eliwood. Alright, Eliwood, you get that kill. And probably your first level up. Your first level up of Eliwood. And... terrible. Just terrible. Just a skill point. Truly awful. Let's see. Rebecca is close-ish to level up. I guess I could try to make it a Rebecca kill. Alright, good job, Bartray, dodging those hits. And a Rebecca kill. Didn't level up, but got her closer. Now Dorcas can try to catch up now. I do not need Marcus to bail me out. I do not know why I said Marcus. Probably because I thought of Dorcas and Marcus at the same time. But it won't happen again. I will not call Marcus Morcus. But it's weird. They have a Marcus and Mark in the same game? Considering the tactician, whom I named Yuki, his canon name is Mark, and his name is Marcus. That's a bit weird, considering that's such similar names. I believe Mark can even be the nickname of Marcus, so... So yeah. We have an archer, we have Grosny the axe fighter, and a regular axe fighter, alright. What is your range? Okay, you cannot hit. You could hit from there. I think it's time for Lowen to actually have a javelin this time around. Wait, does no one have a vulnerary? Is the game expecting me to buy vulneraries? Huh. Well, maybe I'll do then. Maybe I'll do buy some vulneraries then. Right, I have 3 vulneraries, so 2 to give away. So 1 for Lowen, and 1 for Bartray. Then Dorcas needs 1. Dorcas can always buy another one buy another one later. Good job, Lowen. Alright. Bartray. You need to take a javelin of his. Sorry, not javelin. Vulnerary. I did it again, said the wrong thing. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. I just happen to have a slip of the tongue today. It seems like. I guess I can give this Lowen? Yeah, I guess you get the kill. There you go, Lowen. You need a vulnerary. Dorcas, you can buy one for yourself then. Rebecca here, and Eliwood here. There we go. Nope, no critical hit. If he got a better level up, he would be able to double him, but he didn't. Here you go, Bartray. Free kill for you. So bulky, this guy. What do you do with your javelin, buddy? Awful. With your iron sword? Not that great. Marcus, does he just instantly kill? Yeah, he does. Okay, never mind. Let's just try to weaken him then. Alright, Eliwood, let's attempt this. What is this? A pack of children coming to play? You think you can challenge me? What? Fearing knights? But that's impossible! Nothing is impossible in the world of Fire Emblem. You can just be more or less believable, but nothing is impossible. I think I'm gonna have Marcus do this. Rescue Eliwood. Then Lowen can attack with the sword. we go. Good job, Lowen. Rebecca, can you do some chip damage? Nope. Alright. At least you got one experience point, Rebecca, that's all I can say. You got healed. That's illegal. Alright, so I can give this kill to Lowen. Or maybe Rebecca? No, I cannot give this kill to Rebecca. Mind. Hmm. What if maybe Bartray can try? Maybe? Oh, sorry, this is Dorcas. Or Dorcas. Bartray, there we go. No, you cannot try. I guess it's because Lowen then, because no one else can do it. So here you go, Lowen. You get to have this level up. Uh, I thought my I thought my luck was finally turning around. But it didn't. It just worsened for you, dude. Alright, at least I got HP and rest together with the skill stat.